Mania presents Task Mania Virtual. Thomas and Harry, Lynn, Alfie Stephen Finley, Jacob, Rebecca, Tracy and Richard, Ian, Kyron Brady, Irene, Colin, Trevor, Ray and Charlie, Rob, and finally Sean. Once again, me and my contestants are back with another episode. Unfortunately, Beth is no longer participating, but we do have two new contestants, as you may have noticed, which is Colin as one, and Ray, Trevor and Charlene as another. Now I'd also like to mention that last episode, Irene gained the most amounts of votes, which means she gets the extra 6 hum points. So anyways, what's the task for this episode? This time the contestants will have to recreate 3 photos, but they can only move on to the next photo until they've done the first one. As well as this, they are also not allowed to use any form of Photoshop, and they cannot just draw the photos. So quick run through here, the first one to recreate. Seems pretty simple, but the rule is that they're not allowed to use a skateboard. Next one we've got the boat, which is kind of pretty hard because you can't really pop over to the PP Islands in Thailand and take a photo. And then finally we've got this campsite. Lots of detail, plus it's at night time, which makes the lighting especially difficult. So then, let's see how they get on by taking a look at this montage.
Just received our task from Harvey. It's going to take us about 3 weeks to do it.
Wish us luck, guys.
Woo! Okay, challenge number 2. I'm just going to get my bits together. I reckon they'll make the wheels. Yeah.
Something for the wheels? I don't know. I really don't know.
Thanks for the second task, Harvey. Right, let's have a look. See what we can find in the garden. Ah, one of these might do. Trees.
Hey guys, we're just on a hunt for something that looks like a skateboard. So we just found this piece of wood which we're going to use as our skateboard. I'm just going to find some wheels.
I've been set a challenge to recreate a photo. Let's get my skates on because I don't want you lot to get bored.
Harvey has set me a task to recreate a photo that he sent me. It's a guy on a skateboard and the sun's going down in the background. So I've been raiding my sister's house.
Photo one, here we go.
Alright, I'm going to make a makeshift skateboard for this one, so follow me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the wheels.
Thanks all for the second nomination. We currently have a faint idea of what we're going to do, but because the challenge is so difficult, we're not sure if it will work.
Task 2 by Harvey is to replicate a photo. That's the sun right there.
Now we're just going to do the little branchy bits on the top left. Just need to find the right leaves.
Right, let's use the box that I previously used before.
You're right, Rob. It does always help to have some cardboard around. Might better use it for something.
I found a piece of wood, 4 bog rolls, 2 TV remote, pair of scissors, and I stolen her boyfriend's shoes.
So guys, where do you reckon we should go first to find this funny challenge?
In the workshops.
Really hard challenge, this is.
Right, let's get into the workshop. Where should we look first?
So, I'm rummaging in the garden and I found this in the recycling, thinking maybe for the skateboard.
Yeah. You might see. I've got some rocks there, do for me rocks. Harvey Slade, little tinker. A hard one, I think.
Not happy.
So this is what we want our project to look like. Dad, you got any ideas? For wheels for the skateboard.
Oh yeah, take the wheels off the lawnmower.
Okay. So we are now currently taking the wheels off the lawnmower.
So for the next challenge we're thinking of using a sink and like a backdrop. So we're currently making the backgrounds of the photo.
Okay, so now I'm going to cut out my boat. Okay, so I think this will be enough cotton wool. Just need to spread it out a bit though.
Right, time to try and find some rocks for the background piece of this photo next.
You alright, I reckon? Yeah. That what I do. One more. Ideal.
I just need one more item. The wife's phone. The final chair is now made.
Right, Tracy's brainstorming here, trying to get some ideas.
Harvey Slade.
Task number 2 that Harvey sent me is a picture of a boat.
I thought the first photo from Harvey was bad enough, but this is going to take at least a month.
Wish us luck.
Yeah.
So I've rummaged in the laundry basket and found a massive sheet. I haven't got a tent, so that's going to have to do.
Yeah, that's true. I'll use that sheet.
Alright, these will be perfect for creating the little ribbons, I reckon. Looks like it go around the front of the boat. Should be tied together. That'll work.
Oh, not again. Fine, come on, let's get back to it.
So we decided we'd use some food colouring for the water to make it blue. We use this boat, even though it doesn't look like the one in the photo, the next best thing.
A rough sketch to almost finished article.
We have got twigs, leaves, so I just need to flatten out this blanket.
We have Finley doing colouring of the boat. We have me hot gluing bits of slate to make them look more like the picture here. And we have Dad here currently grinding the stones, the slate, to make it brown.
Photo number 3 that we've got to try and recreate. Not really sure what to do on this one, so we're going to have to go and look for a bit of inspiration.
Hey Stu, you don't happen to have a tent in there, do you?
No tent.
Okay. Well, not having any success finding a real tent about the place, I've managed to find this, which is kind of tenty material. Got some barbecue sticks to be able to use for the tent poles. I knew this dear little granny would come in handy sometime.
Okay, so I've just found some toilet roll from upstairs and I thought this would be a good idea for the wheels.
Oh, it's so hard, this last one. I don't know how we're going to do it.
But I thought, it's 2 people, right? What are they going to be camping in, you may ask? Oh, night thing.
Alright, got to get it where the sun's showing a shadow. So I think there, it's got a bit of a shadow.
So we are currently in the making of the 3rd picture. As you can see, we've still got a long way to go, but it's a start.
So I'm rummaging around for the next challenge. I found this and this so far. I know we don't have to get in it, but it's fun.
Gonna go with this. We found a few bits that are going to be useful, right? Little people, little chairs, should be good. Bit more fencing. Fridge. Black. Background, night time. I think it's going to work.
My goodness, what are the neighbours going to think of us out in the dark in the front garden trying to do something with this lot?
Okay then, so now that we've seen the montage, it's time to do the scoring. This time, instead of scoring from 1 to 5, I'm scoring from 1 to 10. Okay then, so starting it off with the skateboard. Now first up we've got Thomas and Harry. The thing that's really annoying about this is that the foot is on the wrong way and the location's not the greatest. So I've gone with a 2.5. Next up we've got Lynn. A lot of effort has gone into this one. The sunlight's not exactly on the ankle. I've given this one an 8. Next up, Alfie, Steve and Finley's skateboard. Now that I look at it, you can quite clearly see that phone at the back. But overall there's a good effort here, so I've gone with a 7.5. Okay then, Jacob's now. The thing with this is that he's only rolled up one part of the ankle, which really annoys me because he obviously gave up halfway through. I'm giving this one a 2. Next up, we've got Rebecca. I believe the wheels are made out of cheese, which, you know, I like the skateboard, that's good. The only thing is the location's not very good. I think I'm going to give this one 6. Okay then, next up, Tracy and Richard. Now the camera angle on this is a bit off. The best part about this is the skateboard, so I'm giving this one a 5. The next one would have been Ian, but he didn't make an entry on this one. So let's move on to Kyra and Brady. Now, I like this one. It's good for what they've done because it's indoors, so I'm giving it a 5. Next up, we've got Irene. Now, the annoying part about this is that the feet are facing the wrong way. I've had to give this one a 3. Okay, next up, we've got Sean's. A lot of effort has gone into this one, I can see, especially with the trees at the side. So I'll have to give this one a 6. Next up, we've got Rob's. I mean, for what he's done in the front room, isn't that bad. You can see he's put a bit of effort in even trying to put some trees on the side. Yeah, again, going along with Kyra and Brady, I'm giving him half the marks, 5. Next up, we've got Colin. The location is very good. The skateboard looks like a tank. I think this one's a 7. Okay, and finally for the skateboards, we've got Charlene, Ray and Trevor. Now, I believe that they're the only people who have actually gone miniature with this one. I must say, I think this is actually pretty good. The only thing wrong about it, really, is the camera angle. So I've given it an 8. Okay then, so that's all the skateboards done. Let's now move on to the boat. Okay, starting off with Thomas and Harry, we've got this one. Effort's gone into putting food colouring into the sink to make the water. They put the blinds down or something. I'm going with a 3.5. Next up, we've got Lynn's. Now, I just don't, I'm not too sure on what to say about this one. The only thing that could have been better is the extra little boats at the back. So this one's a 9.5. Next up, we've got Alfie, Steve and Finley's boat. Now, once again, I think this is very good, very detailed. The water isn't as accurate, and of course there's no boat at the back either. I am going to give this one a 9. Okay, then we've got Jacobs. See, this is another thing with you, Jacobs. See, you just thought to yourself, oh, I won't put 4 rocks at the back, I'll just put the 1. So for only putting 1 rock at the back, I'm going to give you a score of 1. Next, we've got Rebecca. Now, there's been an effort with the water here, obviously. The boat, fair enough. I'm going to give this one a 2. Next up, Tracy and Richard. I quite like this one, and I quite like how they've made a miniature model with the big rocks at the back. And they've also included that white boat at the back as well. So this one deserves a 7.5. Okay, next we've got Ian's. Obviously, Ian has used a real boat with a lake. It's not exactly accurate to the picture. I think I'm going to go with a 4. Okay, next up, Kyra and Brady. Now, obviously, this is a 2D version, so I quite like what they've done. And because there's been a lot of detail in this picture, I think I'm going to go for a 6. Okay, next up, we've got Irene's boat. You can see that the boat's been worked on. I'm going to have to go for a 7. Okay, next we've got Sean's. Now, Sean's is actually quite similar to Irene's as well. This one also is a 7. Okay, next we've got Rob's. I like the paper boat, or rocks at the back. Go for 4.5. Okay, next we've got Colin. I can see that there's been effort. He's put the detail in. It's not exactly half marks, but I'm going to give it a 4.5. Okay, and finally for the boats, we've got Charlene, Ray and Trevor. A lot of effort's gone into the backdrop and the boat. I'd say what they've done here is very clever, so it's going to have to be a 7. Okay then, finally that's the boats done. Now let's look at the campsite. Starting off with Thomas and Harry. Now, I'm not really sure what to think of this. I mean, it's just going to be a 2. Okay, next we've got Lynn. I really, really like this. In a lot of detail, the bench, the tree, the stump, the light, the smoke. 8.5. Okay, next up we've got Steve, Finn and Alfie. Steve, Finn and Alfie. Steve, Finn and Alfie. I really like this one, I'm just going to be honest. The only thing about it is kind of the tent on the left, but overall, very well done. It's going to have to be a 9. Okay, next up we've got Jacobs. Now, I mean, what am I meant to say? A solid 0.5. Okay, next up we've got Rebecca. He's put the hood up on the right, that's good. The light at the back. Half the marks, 5. Next we've got Tracy and Richard. Nah, see, here's the thing, right? They've lowered the brightness. One of the rules is you're not really allowed to use Photoshop, and I kind of count that as some form of Photoshop. So I'm going to give them a 2. Okay, next up we've got Ian. As you can see, a tent's been put up. Not bad, but it's just a tent on the left, so I'm going with a 3. Okay, next up we've got Kyra and Brady. A lot of detail's gone into this, so I'm going to give it a 6.5. Okay, next up we've got Irene, and I really like this photo. Hey, hold on a minute. Can we get a close-up on the guy on the right, please? Well, I mean, very clever to create a real-life human. What on earth's up with his leg? So overall, I'm going to give Irene an 8. Now, next up, we've got Sean. I think a lot of detail's gone into this one. I'm quite happy with the effort. So I'm going to give this one an 8 as well. Moving on, we've got Rob. Now, he's put effort in cutting out these chairs. The camera is too close. For me, it's a 6.5. Okay, next up would have been Colin, but he didn't make his entry in time of the deadline. And then finally, to finish it off, We've got Charlene, Ray and Trevor. They've put effort into the tent here, got the campfire, so I think it's 6.5. And there we have it, I've just scored every single photo. Okay then, so if you would like to vote to give each photo a winning chance an extra 3 hum points, then please, I'll repeat what I said, please only vote if you think that they deserve it. This time I'm going to put the votes on the screen, so if you'd like to vote, then you can pause to help you out. Here we have screen number 1, screen number 2, screen number 3, screen number 4, screen number 5, screen number 6, and screen number 7. As I always say, I put a lot of work into these videos, so thank you for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next one. So goodbye!